difficult part. Okay, what qualities would you raise a person? Rage?
Okay. Here, let me do the question.
Okay, you do it.
So, what qualities would raise a person's 1 to 10 level of attraction in your view? Meaning, on a scale of 1 to 10, if they were a 5, what quality would raise them to a 6 or a 7,
Big
if
boobs.
any?
Hold the conversation.
Did you hear that, Mike?
Boobs that can hold a drink. That's what a man's gonna say. I'm sorry.
Did you hear that, Mike?
I said hold the conversation.
Oh, hold the conversation.
You'd be able to talk about something without.
Oh, that was your answer. Oh.
No, to the question. I thought that's what we were doing, answering questions here.
Yeah, but I thought you were saying like hold.
No, you said what quality would raise a status. I said hold the conversation.
That's true.
That's
actually true.
Hold a conversation.
If a woman can hold a conversation, then that's very attractive.
Or a man. Come on, let's not be sexist.
Okay, or a man.
I got a big mouth, so I know I can hold a conversation.
Well, you all fucking know I got the gift of gab. I can talk to anybody.
Him and I can go all night, you know?
There you go.
I should be a New Yorker.
So he's instantly elevated to the next level. I agree with that. That's true.
Him and I be fighting sometimes when we're talking. I'm like, will you let me talk? Damn it.
So what would you say?
I would say compassion. I love to see like a person who's active in the community, giving or helping out with charities or children foundations. Compassion. What's that?
Did you
Hey, what's up?
Did you hear the question?
No, I just
Mr. Christoph?
Yeah, I didn't hear it. What's happening?
So the question is, what quality would raise a person on a scale of 1 to 10? If they were a 5, what other quality would raise them from a 5 to the next level? What quality would they have to have?
I think sense of humor raises a lot. You know, you could be kind of broke down, but if you're funny, people enjoy being around you. I mean, Jim Carrey, he's not really attractive, but he's super funny. People like him.
That's true.
I think that's annoying, but okay. Funny, you're right. People like funny people.
Yeah.
I always said I was going to marry a comedian.
You did.
I did. You're so funny.
I would say also too a sense of style, right? Because there's people who really aren't attractive, or maybe their body isn't the greatest, but they put a lot of effort into how they dress and how they make themselves up, and that raises the value.
Yeah, like I've seen a bigger woman, but she's had her hair done or her nails done. You can tell she cares about herself. And when she cares about herself, usually that means she cares about everything else around her. You know, she's putting effort into everything.
Okay. Yeah, that's true. I think that could be counterproductive too, in my view. If a woman is like gaudy, I don't really like that. It's kind of a turn off.
Yeah, like gold earrings and long.
Yeah, I don't mean over the top. I just
mean long nails.
Yeah, I ain't got my nails done, boy. I ain't had a long time. I'm working. I ain't got time to sit in there.
But just nice and you know when you can tell that, like she said, they took and they cared about what they're doing. It's not about being over the top. Not the compensation, you know, where somebody can dress so much and they trying to compensate. Not like that. I mean, just put it together. Nice.
I get it. Yeah,
they look nice.
If they have a good sense of style and you know, and they're always nice and presentable, that's a good quality.
I love very well spoken men, like full sentences and stuff.
Really?
Yeah. The nerdier you are, the sexier you are. I love it.
What do you think, Don? What will elevate somebody from a 5 to a 6 or a 7?
I don't know. Just their personality, I guess.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, like if you're nice and sweet and kind to folks, that goes a long way as well.
Yeah.
It's the things that you want to be around. Yeah, you want to be around somebody funny, somebody who's going to be nice and kind and gentle, maybe generous. They have to be wealthy, but as long as they're free to give what they have, that's also a good quality.
Yeah, not so much on the wealthy part. Like, yeah, and people who understand children. I have an autistic child, so I have a lot of patience. That was my firstborn. It taught me a lot about myself raising him. So if you're good with kids, you're in. I love people who understand children and can get on their level and reach them.
Yeah, I don't know. For me, I don't really know. What?
You don't know?
I don't really know.
You don't know.
I'll know when I see it, but I don't know if I can't think of anything.
What made you attracted to your first wife?
I mean, you know, she had motherly qualities. I like that, I guess.
Okay.
She's a good mother, so.
That was it? What about for, like, I mean, I know that's what you want for your future babies, but what about, like, you know, go to distant and stuff? 'Cause they're gonna raise up and grow up and leave a nest, so you gotta have something else there.
Okay, so the person that we talked about earlier today, that we're not gonna say
names.
Crush.
Name. Yeah.
She will be Mallory.
Yeah. So Mallory, yeah. I liked her smile. I liked the way that she her knowledge of technical things. I guess that was kind of attractive.
Yeah, you're a very tech savvy person.
Yeah. Somebody that can talk technical
and like figure stuff out with you.
Yeah, I like that.
Like
so
a team.
Yeah, so that to me, that I guess that was one thing. Yeah.
Well, Jackie was tech savvy, wasn't she?
She's kind of smart. Yeah, she's smart.
She'll bleep that out.
Yeah. Sometimes she doesn't try hard enough that I know she's capable of, but yeah, she's technical. Yeah.
Okay.
She can figure stuff out if she wants to. She tries. Yeah. So, Mike, you want to chime in here? Nod your head if you want us to bring you in.
I have a question.
The question is, on a scale of 1 to 10, if somebody was a 5, what quality would raise them? Did you?
I already answered that one.
Yeah, communication.
Communication.
Yeah, conversation. Yeah.
Like, hold a conversation.
Hold a conversation.
All our time on that. You guys got way off the subject.
Well, we went around the room. Did you chime in there, Don? You want to add something?
No, I mean, like I said, just hold the conversation. If you can look me in the eyes and talk to me, I'll talk to you. But if you can't look me in the eyes,
that's another thing too.
You know,
when a girl looks you in the eye, that's kind of good too. I like that too.
Yeah, if you can look me in the eyes, you know what I mean. You're telling the truth. But if you're looking down,
I can meet the most attractive person or whatever, but if I can hold a conversation with them and then it lasts on to the next day, yeah, I think that's really important.
Well, should be able to talk to somebody. If you're going to be in a relationship, you got to be able to talk.
Yeah,
it's like
once
that
you lose that, it all goes away,
right?
And it's all done. And now she's talking to somebody else. Okay, go ahead. See, next question.
That's great for like the first month or two, and then after 6 months, you're like, you talk too
much.
much.
I did it for 20 fucking years.
Yeah.
I did it for 20 years.
20 years.
That's why I said the other qualities like compassion. Like I'm a giver, and I'm a very understanding person of other people. So I want to see them giving. That's what we're supposed to be here on earth. We're supposed to help other people. We're supposed to be givers. So if I see they're self-centered and selfish and all about themselves, that's like an instant turn off. I don't want no more to do with you. Why are you looking at me like that?
Because I think you were telling me the last 3 guys you dated, you said that they were all those things. So I think that must be a turn on in some way.
No, because women like things that are bad for them.
A lot of people will act a certain way in the beginning, like I said, and then that mask falls off and gets too hot. So I like a person who's just real right from the get-go. Like if a person could always be like you, like I don't give, this is who I am, I would date that person. But I haven't come in contact with that person. Everybody wants to put on some front, like there's some like person out of a story tale book, and that scares me now. I run the opposite direction now.
I guarantee you'll never meet nobody within the next 10 years that doesn't give themselves up as a stereo book type. As a hero or as a this. When you first meet them.
That's all great. It ain't real though. It's not real.
But it's every man, if you're a single person over the age of 30, say.
Well, I'm not no rookie. When they act like that, I know now.
So according to this website called Visually, men have 1 hour to leave a positive impression on a woman. Well, you have 15 minutes to leave an impression, but then she might still put you in a consideration range for an hour. If you can't can't advance beyond that, then she'll never consider you as anything more than a friend.
Women
according to
anticipate
visually.
time.
Okay. So my question is, how long did it take the last person that you were interested in to leave an impression on you? Did you like that person right away? Did it take a day or two? Did it take 15 minutes? Did you know right away? What's your answer to that?
I think the first 15 minutes gives you an impression, but I don't think it gives you everything.
Yeah.
Like, it tells me whether or not I'm going to stay intrigued or not.
So Don, the last guy that you dated, I remember that you kind of like met this guy and then you were in a relationship. Did you know after an hour, did you know that you would be dating him, or did it take a while?
Took a while.
Took a while.
I'm
Okay.
picky.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think it's kind of an instant reaction. If you got the hots with somebody or whatever, if you're attracted to somebody, as soon as you see them, I think you know it right away.
Well, here,
Whether or
it's
not
not-
you're
it's
dating them or
not
not,
all
though. So I'm not going to go that way. But I just think that once you see somebody or hear them speak or something about them, it automatically attracts them.
I agree. But I do want to add that you might see somebody and they're all these things and then you're attracted and all that, but they could also do something. And then in 15 minutes, you're going to be like, oh no, I'm no longer interested.
Yeah, of course. You know what I mean? What happens? Next thing you know, she turns around and you know what I mean? Yeah, you know what I mean? That's something really crazy. Yeah, you're like, wow, wait a minute. But I think attraction is attraction. You turn around in the room and you catch somebody's eye. I think that's attraction. Yes. Well,
I think looks initially draw you in to the person.
So you meet this person, you're attracted, 15 minutes, then within an hour. So after an hour of interacting with this person, is there anything, and you decide, no, I don't really like this person, or do you think it could change from then? I guess that's my question.
I think, of
If
course,
you don't
the
like
answer is-
them,
Oh yeah, I
Yeah.
definitely think it could change.
of course.
I
Once
don't
you
go
know
off
somebody,
first hour.
you get to know.
Drum roll. Could it change? Would you date somebody that did not have a job? I'm curious to know how women feel about that.
No, I think that means they're lazy. Unless they're like at home taking care of children or something, full time, while their sister's at work, the mother or something. I think that it just looks lazy to me on their part.
like, why do you not have a job?
Right? Like you don't have bills. We all have bills.
Right.
Unless you're suffering from like an illness or something, you're a disability or whatever, you should have a job. You should have something, a hobby, a job, something.
I was trying to do double duty listening, trying to get in at the same time, and I finally figured out what happened.
You
Well,
get
for
beat
me,
up.
a woman's money value is not important to me because I make my own money. Well, you know what I mean? My goal for a woman, the perfect woman would be someone like I was just talking about, could stay home and really take care of the kids. And my kids are grown though. So it's a very hard question for me to answer. Never mind. I'm going to skip this one.
I wish I could just focus.
How about a high value woman to me right now? What I would want right now in my life is a woman
Yeah.
that's a little bit older and has got a shitload of money and wants to take care of me. And I can still work and do whatever I want, but I ain't got to fucking give her every fucking $1 every day. You know what I mean? Just leave me alone. Do your own thing. And just give me what I want.
I'll
Okay.
answer that one.
Okay, so I switched my answer around. But I'm not
So-
21 years
I
old
think- I
anymore.
think
either,
women-
bro. I'm 45.
Mike,
I'm
I
not
like
looking for a
doing
woman
that.
to take care of
I
a house.
like that.
Mike, you should have been here last week. That girl, there was a girl here that she actually makes pretty good money, like really good money.
What are we talking about?
Ricky makes good money. She does.
I'm trying to hook on.
It'd been perfect for you. She take care of you.
Oh,
What happened?
she's married?
I don't know. Huh?
I can keep the secret.
She's not here today, but she was here last week. I guess she's kind of
She said she
single.
was still married, didn't she?
Well, she's married, but they've been separated
She's
for like
been
5
listening.
years. Yeah, she makes good money. There you go. You should have been here last week. Maybe coming
Does
next
any of
week.
this get recorded? If so, I'm not talking no more. We'll talk off air.
It'll get recorded. It'll be on Facebook.
It'll be edited and stuff, and you'll see it tomorrow.
So,
I fucked the whole thing up.
Ken and Cam.
so Amanda, what's a high value woman to you?
I hold myself at a high value, so I always have. I think a woman that can do it all, like take care of the kids, take care of the bills, work hard, still make individual time for everyone in her life without a sweat. I know that's like so like crazy and unrealistic, but I've done it. I have been. I'm not gonna say I wasn't that crazy, but I was overwhelmed doing all that, and I would have loved a hand to help me, but I didn't have that. So if I can do it, I think everyone can do it. That's a high value woman to me.
What, somebody that can take care of the
Just
kids?
do it all.
Do it
all and do a really good, phenomenal job at it.
Okay. Hey Nat, what's a high value woman to you?
For me, they need to be able to fill in the gaps for me. Like, they need to be able to push me. They need to be intelligent. They need to be able to have a good conversation. Definitely have a certain level of attractiveness. Fitness in the fact that they don't need to be like, Miss Body USA or anything, but they just need to be able to keep up. I'm pretty high strung. I'm moving. I'm going. They need to be able to keep up with me from the boardroom to the bedroom. They don't need to be in the boardroom, but they need to understand, hey, this is what I do for, to keep food on the table, to do X, Y, and Z, and they need to be able to motivate me. I'll give you a great example, especially if they have really high emotional intelligence. I still remember really cool entrepreneur. We were at some event, and something got him hot. You could just tell his steam was rising. I was kind of at an angle, and all she did was she took her hand, put her hand on his back, and just rubbed his back, and the dude's energy just dropped.
Oh.
I was like, that's what I want. That's a high. Who knows how to manage the energy that you have, particularly for somebody who's really, like myself, who's real high strung, ambitious. That's a high value woman to me.
Yeah, sounds good. I want to meet her too.
Well, a man should know how to manage his own, emotions. I'm not there to make him happy. He has to be he has to figure out his own happiness and how to calm himself down. Now, I will chip in and help him if he, sometimes is having trouble doing that. But that shouldn't all fall on me to do that, like micromanage his emotions and be his like whatever to keep him straight and narrow.
Yeah,
I don't want to take that part. No.
No, I think
saying you got to be his ground. Yeah, ground. Oh, that's a great word, Don.
Like have his back kind of.
Got his back. I'm trying to ground him because somebody that their ego can go skyrocket as well, and helps nurture them. And keep in mind, he needs to do the same. I'm not saying. We're just saying what's a high value woman right now, but. To get that high value woman, you have to be a high value man, and you got to be able to manage those things. Which, her world is in disarray. You're like, babe, I got the dishes, or, don't even worry about it. You go take your bath. I got the children. That's you got to attract a high value woman.
I like that, man.
I got something to add.
Let me just make this clear. When a woman is like feeling all those emotions, the worst thing you could do is retreat into another room and hide out. Like, we want somebody, like, we don't know how to cope right now. We're a mess. We've dealt with so much stress throughout the day. Come rub our back, man. Like, tell us it's okay and I got this. You go take it.
Vice versa. See, that's what I'm saying. I'm not saying y'all gotta
okay. I was just making sure.
Crisis moment.
Because I've been in a situation where a man just expected me to make him happy whenever he had a bad thought or a bad feeling. And that was just too much on me. So I was making sure that wasn't what it was.
With yourself.
Yeah.
I would say that for me, A high value woman, it's not so much the things that she does, like her activities or whatever work she has or whatever. It's somebody who, it's the way she sees me. If she sees me differently than other people see me, if she sees my flaws and says, you know what, I can overlook that, or I can help him to be restored to something different. I can help him get to the next level he's been stuck at. And I don't mean like as a mama. I mean as somebody who says, I want to partner with you. I see that you're struggling in this area, or I see that you have, you know, maybe I come across sometimes angry. Says, what has you so angry? That I can open up and share. And she says, well, you don't have to be that way with me anymore. And I could get transitioned to something different. Someone who takes me to the next level, emotionally, mentally, these things. That's a high value woman, because, you know, whatever else we do in life, most people can do that, but not everybody's going to see me a certain kind of way. There's very few people in life that see you a certain kind of way. Maybe it's a mother, a father, a brother, a sister.
Really,
I want a woman who's going to be my partner, who sees me in that kind of a light and helps me transition to the next place that I need to go to. That's a high value woman. That's one characteristic, I should say. Yeah.
Yeah, I like that.
Cool.
I was giving room for some yeah. Didn't want to take over the conversation.
I like that. Like, I don't like somebody like micromanage me and tell me I should be this way or get angry at me for feeling this way. I like somebody to like give me some guidance or help me through it so I can be my better version of myself and not make me feel bad about not being the best of who I can be. I like somebody to give me pointers or advice, or hey, if you want to work on this, we'll work on this together. You know, you want to be this kind of a person, we'll do it together. I'll help you achieve that, not make me feel bad or condemn me for it.
I'm cool with that. I like the whole best version of yourself kind of thing. That's because that's what I want to attain.
Like sometimes people don't know how to be the best version of themselves, so they need somebody to help them do that. And a lot of people will just judge you for not being. Well, I'm this way. You should be this way, and you're not. So you suck. Like I think people need to motivate each other and boost each other up and help them get to their level, not put them down because they're not there yet.
The challenge that comes in there is a lot of times the person who comes in that offers the help, they come in a controlling capacity, and they're trying to say, well, let me teach you this, let me show you that, I'm trying to help you, but that's control. The real way you're going to help somebody is by giving them space to grow. You can't put a huge pot in a big huge plant in a small pot. You have to move it to a bigger area and it will grow out. You have to give it room. And so exactly. The man and the woman, you have to give them some space to grow and give them some guidance sometimes. Guidance and suggestions. Like, hey, you know, maybe we'll try this together. Not you do it alone, because we're a partnership. So like you said, let's do this together. You want to lose 15 pounds? I'll tell you what, babe. We're going to wake up tomorrow at 6 o'clock. I'm with you. Is that a good time for you? Yeah, 6 o'clock. Okay. We'll start by walking.
I don't know about you, but I've never been able to wake up.
And then we move into jogging. And we
Good luck on that. That's the high value woman. I can get up at 6 o'clock.
You know,
good luck.
You know, that person
will up at 6 a.m. and work out with me. That's high
good
value.
luck.
Yeah,
good luck.
They're not there on that level yet, so they may need like 2 more months. But keep offering that support. Keep doing that for them.
Yeah, when you're ready, that's where it's got to be at, because
it's always going to be when you're ready. But just keep offering it on the table. Be like, I'm here when you're ready. Let's do this.
Oh, I'm every day like that, so I'm good. All right.
Yeah, that was a good way to finish it.
Good advice, Johnson.
Yeah, like I mean, a lot of us go.
You're a bastard. I just got that.
We want to be better, but we're beaten down. So it's good when somebody's offering that on the table and they keep offering it. It's like your child who turns on vegetables. Eventually, they will say yes. You just got to keep offering it to them on their own terms and time. They will say yes, and they will try that vegetable. But if you don't offer it, they're never going to try it. You know, so I think it's good that, you know, you keep offering that support and that motivation every single day, no matter how many times you get turned down. That's good.
And put a little honey on it, right? Put a little honey on it.
Like, hey, baby, we gonna work out tonight. I'm joking, y'all. Yeah, this.
Keep the camera
on. He's my dummy doll.
So yeah,
take over.
That was some good.
Yeah, I guess that's it, huh?
I guess that's it. So,
I got something for the group though. Before you guys go, I got something really quickly if I can.
Okay.
All right. So let's say you got a job and you got the job with an intent. Like, I want to go here. I want to work to this level. I want to get there, be this long. I want to have this position, you know. And along the way, let's say it's a 5-10 year journey. So you're going down that career path, and then you just start dabbling in something by mistake, just as a hobby, but it starts to take off. And then you're kind of like, wait, is this really going to go somewhere? This is a huge deviation from my goal. My plan is working quite well. At what point in time do you shift and say, you know what, I'm going to jump the boat and leave this career path that I've kind of mapped out and had it all planned to go through this thing that just is building on its own and it's got its own momentum? Do you jump ship? Do you hold tight? When do you do that?
I think anything that you're passionate about, you should continue to pursue. But then again, you don't want to be blinded by other opportunities if there's other opportunities for you to also do. And I'm kind of like, I work a lot, so I think you should probably try to do both, but at least stay with the thing that you are passionate about.
Yeah. Yeah.
Go ahead, Amanda.
No, I think any job or anything you're passionate about ultimately feels like a job eventually, but you want to stick with something you're passionate about, and later on down the line you're not going to switch up on or get bored about. So you should, you should split it, but definitely stay on the path of what you're passionate about. Mostly.
Let's add a couple more details. Let's say the job is just a job that you knew that you can make good money at. If you work to this position, you'll get a good pay. It's not your dream job, but hey, I can do the work and I get good pay for it. So you're going through that career course. And then let's say somebody happens to see you painting something in your garage, and you're just playing around. You're not really a painter, but you're painting something in the garage, and they say, I'll give you $1,000 for that. And you're like, what? I get $1,000 for this painting? I'm not passionate about that. I'm just playing around with it. But if I can get $1,000, I'll keep doing it. And then you sell 2 paintings and you sell 3, and you say, this could be a business. Do I take that and make that a business, or do I stick with my career goal? I'm meeting every milestone. I've gotten the 2-year plaque, the 5-year plaque. I got this pay raise. Like, at what point in time do you say, I'm making more money selling paintings than I am at this career path, and I'm only doing this career path because I knew it paid good? When do you jump ship?
That's easy, man.
Okay.
In my opinion. So, okay. I mean, I was going to first say it depends on where you feel like you can make that jump, right? I started my business 11 years ago. Where do you think you can make that jump? So let's get some arbitrary numbers here. So let's say you need $10K a month, right? Well, your job's giving you $10K a month, and you look at what can you live on. Maybe you can live on 8, and then your side gig is at 6 or 7. Do you believe in yourself enough that you can make that jump? Your first sales to yourself. Do you believe in yourself enough that you can make that differential? Because at some point you got to make that leap. And then the other thing I would say is move in the direction. I coach a lot of folks, and when at the end of the day, this is how I help folks guide through this process. Is I say move in the direction of your most dominant thought.
Oh, that's good. Yeah.
Move in the direction of your most dominant thought, or otherwise it will always tug at you. If your most dominant thought is that thing, and that's what your passion is, because life is short, then move in that direction. If your direction is like, you're doubting yourself in any way, then all right, let's just stick with it. If that's your dominant thought, because what you focus on will expand.
Oh, that's good. Yeah. Anybody else? No.
I'm always a multitasker, so I always try to do like multiple things.
You're like ADD.
And I'm not saying
you're everywhere.
I'm not saying that's good. That might be bad. That might be bad in a lot of ways. But that's how I do I try to do everything that I have an interest in, and it's probably
you have a lot of interest.
It's probably to my detriment. It probably is.
Yeah.
The only thing I would add though can that other job be your distribution system?
The other job is, it's kind of the problem with leaving the other job is that it's a safety thing. Like everything is in there, life insurance, medical stuff. Like it's the.
But that's about $1,000. People don't realize the value. They don't calculate that value. So what do you have to make up that value? The bigger question is, I wouldn't leave it if it's a potential distribution system. So what I'm saying is, if your line of work, especially if you're in sales or you know people of high clout and would buy those paintings, I would then piggyback it. Then I wouldn't leave it.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
You see what I'm saying? But if that job is just a job for security, I would say then move in the direction of most dominant thought. But I would have you calculate what is that security? What's the number on that security? If you're saying it's benefits, health insurance, 401, so what's that differential you got to make up?
Yeah.
So people always say, oh, this thing is a separate number. Why should it be a separate number? So if it's 10K and the other part is 2K, then now your differential, you got to add that 2K to it. It's not 10K that you're at 8. You got to make up 2. No, you got to make up 4.
Yeah. And I think that's the key too. It's like the job is not necessarily like, let's say the job is $6,000 a month, like not like, but the $6,000 value is that I have 6,000 and I know I have that for the next year. So I have calculated that way. Right. And so you're like, if I quit that job, let me get 6 months worth of that so that if it doesn't go well, I have a cushion to go and transition to find another gig in this. And then I lost all that seniority I have, here at this company, or the recognition there. I think that's all psychologically a factor why folks would not want to transition into something like that. It's not me, it's somebody else that I'm talking about, and I'm trying to give them some experience of like, hey, I think they should jump ship. I'm that kind of guy though. I'll leave in a minute and go do something else. I'm just bold and outrageous, and it paid off well for me. But some people, they're used to like copy, paste, repeat. It's easy for them. And then when something comes to where you have to be creative and it's unknown, that fear alone, there's not a dollar amount you can place on that. And I know that this person has made half a year's salary already from this other business. A whole half a year what they make at their job, they've made it now in this time frame. And it's been like a month or so that they made that. And it's like, if you can make your half a year, that means in 2 months you made your year. That's kind of a no-brainer to me. I think that way. I would definitely jump ship. I can always go back to the company if I leave in good standing or whatever, But the problem is the company demands too much time that they don't have to give to the business. They took off some time from the business, and then their business from their job, and the business grew. And it should have showed them, hey, look what you did when you didn't have that business or their job as a distraction. Take this other road. So I'm looking for more. I guess what you said was really cool. Go with the first thought, the main priority thought in your mind. That was really good. Yeah. I need something that I can give to them that they can hold on to when the emotions stir up, when the confusion sets in, and they always keep going back to how much money I made, but then there's the security of this, and I'm almost close to getting my next level of acceptance. It's like, who cares about that acceptance thing or that good job, attaboy? Who cares? Get the money. It's really weird for me.
Yeah, definitely. Move in the direction of most dominant thought, and then maybe even build a community. Have those pictures up. Are they posting those paintings and stuff like that? Because then if they build interest, then they can almost build the demand for it. And they can actually commission and have it. They get to a point where if they're still kind of stuck, get people to pre-purchase it.
Yeah.
Most America, man, they sell it before they make it.